Now let's enter the wonderful world of document flow in CSS. I'm sure you've heard of floating elements and how much of a headache it can be at first. It does take some practice, so let's just go ahead and dive into an example. Okay, here we have an example blog post with some dummy content and a picture of some gummy worms. Now, let's say that I want the text to be on the left and the image to be on the right. And I want them on the same line. So how can I do that? Well, it's easy. We just float the image to the right. And now we have exactly what we wanted. Okay. Now let's make this article a little more appealing. So let's give it a background color of gray. Let's make the font readable and also give it some padding to make it look better. There we go. Now the image doesn't look like it fits completely within this container, and that's because the image is outside of the container. Now instead of manipulating the image directly by hand, like changing its width and height, what we can do is take the image and put it inside of the article container, like this. But then we apply what is called a clear fix, like this. Overflow auto. And what this does is it takes into consideration the child containers of the parent container. So in this example, the article container is the parent container, and the image is the child container. So the parent container overflows to allow the child container to be within it. So I'm also going to fix the margins on this. So there we go. Okay, good. So let's say that I want another image in my blog post. So let's just put another image. And we see that these are on the same line. Well, I don't want these on the same line. I want them stacked on top of each other. So how can I do this? So what I can do is create a class, image2, and I want it to be on the right underneath the top image. I'm just going to clear the right. And now we're going to apply this class to image2 as image2. And there you can see we have exactly what we wanted, and the parent container takes into consideration its new child container and expands itself to allow both children to exist within that container. So I'll give one more example of floats. So I'm going to fork this pin because I'm going to change it. And then I'm just going to take the images and I'm going to delete everything else. So I don't need the article anymore. And so I don't want this to clear right now. I want to have, actually I want these to float left. So what I want is I want to have 4 pictures in a row, and then after that I want to have another 4 pictures under that. So let's do that. Let's have another 2 pictures. Okay, now I want another 4 underneath. So let's put 4. Okay, so now on the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's give this one a class of image2. And it's not going to clear because they're all floated left right now. Just say left. There we go. Now I'm going to clear this left and they're all going to move down. See, you can control how your images or any other box elements are displayed on your page by doing this, by using flow. And that is the power of flow. So I hope this made sense to you, because in the next lecture, we're going to have your next code challenge where you'll be working with this as well as the things you learn in the CSS boxes lecture. So I'll see you there.